Hi everybody, I'm Jo Vaughan, I'm an indie author, and today I've been tagged to do the Hello World Authortube Newbie tag. This tag was created by Megan Tennant, her channel will be linked below, and I was tagged by Christopher Drost and his video will be also linked below. So there are 10 questions and I'm going to go through them, and I just want to preface this by saying I'm not a newbie to Authortube, but I didn't do this kind of tag when I first started, so it makes sense to do it now. So number 1, what genre and age group do you write in? I write in lots of genres, but I write in young adult mostly always. I've written crime paranormal, I've written plain old crime, I've written sci-fi crime, I've written adventure fantasy, I've written contemporary drama, I've written dystopian and more fantasy. So basically I'm not really pigeonholed into one genre itself. Number 2, what stage of the writing journey are you in and how long have you been writing for? Right now I'm drafting 2 books. One is the 3rd in the series, the other is a 5th in the series and probably the end of the series. I'm still in draft error with those, but I also have 13 books already out and 3 books coming out this year which are in various stages of the editing process. And I've been writing since I was 19 years old. Well, I've been writing before then, since I was about 13, younger maybe, but how long have I been seriously writing for? Since I was 19 and I'm 37 now, I can't do the maths. Number 3, what is your current work in progress? So as I mentioned, I have 2 current works in progress. One is book 3 in the Invisible trilogy. It's not a trilogy anymore, it's a series, but I keep saying trilogy because I always forget. It's a dystopian sci-fi that deals with the UK split into 9 segments, and all of them are basically self-governing with one central hub where the leader kind of sits. And basically majority of the people, well all of the people, are worked until they're no longer productive, and every time someone comes of age they're sent to the exit exam. If you're disabled, you're most likely to fail this exam and be sent on to further training, but no one ever hears from anybody in further training. It's only really when bombs are dropped with a virus in 2 segments that you really start to peel back the layers on what's going on. The other work in progress is the 5th book in the Crime & Chronicles series. Crime & Chronicles is an urban fantasy mystery kind of thing, and it deals with a group of teenagers, but the main teenager is Jessie, who's 15 and in a wheelchair. She has ME and fibromyalgia and she's recently become an empath. So it basically chronicles her story from not first finding out, but close to it. She learns to deal with this, learns to deal with triggers, and then there's a deeper underlying overarching plot that goes through the series. Number 4, traditional, indie or unsure? Indie all the way. Not because there's anything wrong with traditional. I think traditional is a very good route to take. I think it's just a very personal choice, and for me indie was that choice. Number 5, what made you want to join Authortube? I'd seen a lot of other people on Authortube and I basically thought, oh, I could do that. I'm a bit shy when it comes to coming on videos, and I'm really glad that the first year of my videos have been purged from YouTube because they were very awkward and shy and cringeworthy. But I wanted to join because I felt like I had something to say, and I felt like I had a point of view that wasn't yet there. So yeah. Number 6, are there any channels, Authortube or otherwise, that inspired you to join? Now, of course I watched Jenna Morrissey because everybody who's anybody watches her, but I also saw channels like Eric Kinsella and Alexa Dunn, and I just kind of thought, like, you know, I can offer a piece of me to YouTube, and I give a different perspective because of the disability side of things. Number 7, how long have you been watching Authortube? Probably about as long as I've been on it. I've been on about 3 years, and I was watching before that, so yeah. Number 8, is there anything special or unique you hope to bring to YouTube? There is a lot of chronic illness vloggers, so I kind of like skirt the edge of that with my Life of Joe videos, but I just feel like as an author I am somebody that's been down the road for a while, but also comes to it from a disability standpoint, and I feel like there's not enough voices doing that. So yeah, I feel like that's my special, unique thing. Number 9, what inspired you to start writing? This is actually a really weird story, but basically when I was 19, I was working in a full-time job and I got sick, and they retired me on medical grounds. And at the idea of 19, having the rest of my life ahead of me and having nothing else to do but watch daytime TV or read books or whatever, I was just like, I have to write a book, otherwise I'm going to lose my mind. So I did. I started writing, and I kept writing, and I sent it off for like traditional publishing, and I kept writing and kept writing and kept writing. So really it was the idea of doing nothing else that writing became. It always kind of like been on the back burner, but I knew where I was going with my life. Since I was 5, I wanted to be a doctor. That wasn't going to happen when I got sick. So writing seemed like a good alternative, and it let me be more creative. And number 10. Now, to start out your Authortube channel in the true nature of Authortube, what's your favourite piece of writing advice? I have lots of favourite pieces of writing advice, but I always kind of feel like writing advice is something that's very subjective. Like, if it works for you, that's great, but it doesn't work for everybody. My favourite piece, I guess, would have to be the piece that I consider my motto, and that is that it takes as long as it takes, and that's okay. This came to me simply from a friend saying it. I was struggling with getting a book finished, and I was struggling with being okay with that because my health was hitting me left, right and centre, and I didn't really know how to process all of that and still stay a writer. And so she basically said to me, Joey, it takes as long as it takes, and that's okay. And I was just like, whoa. And yeah, since then that's been my motto, that's been what I live my life by, it's what I live my writing life by, and it's what I tell other people, because there is so much pressure to perform at the same rate as everybody else around you, and you're not everybody else around you. You have your own set of struggles and you have your own working side. So yeah, that's basically why it's that way. So I want to tag anyone who wants to do this. The majority of people that I follow on Authortube have been there for a while and all have already done this tag. So I'm just tagging anyone out there watching who hasn't done this tag and wants to. The questions will be in the description box below. So yeah, that's me. That's Authortube. That's why I came and what I'm doing here. And that's everything I have time for today. So if you want to support my channel, you can comment or subscribe. I post new videos on Thursdays, and sometimes I post them on Sundays too. You can find me all over social media, and my books are available everywhere. All the links for which are listed below. Thanks for watching, and remember to keep writing. Bye.